All right, here we are, Tuesday, January 27th. Went out just before 9 o'clock. Got started off with this crap order, $3, 2.6 miles. Of course, we're not going to do that, but I also know that that's a $2 base pay on this order, and with a $1 tip. And for 2.6 miles, it's definitely not worth it, but not a good start to the day, really. So we did not deliver that one. That's 8:59 now. At 9:07, pulled up to McDonald's, and there's an older guy, a veteran here. He's probably got the most deliveries. He's like kind of the king of the town or whatever. I mean, I don't really feel that way, but I respect him. He works hard and has like over 12,000 deliveries. So, but I got this order, and this has been happening a lot. One thing I want to note is I recently, in the last few weeks, maybe a month ago or so, he's like, man, it dropped down to silver, but I still get these orders, and I'm like getting and I can still, it doesn't even matter about the ratings. Bullshit, dude, because I pull up on you a lot lately, and I get orders like this, and you're sitting there, and when I come back, you're still sitting there. And sometimes I get another order on top of that. So you're sugarcoating things for sure. Ratings matter, guys. For me in this town, 100% they matter right now for me. So quick rant, 705 plus, zero point 0.5 miles, half a mile. Get that there by 9:17. Got there at 9:10 or 9:16. Sorry about the fidelity logging out there. But again, 305 base pay, $5 tip. It was actually 805. So, yay me, or yay not you, or just yay me. So it's 9:16 at this point. 2 minutes later, I get the 619, 4.2 miles raised food place. Now I took this. It didn't look very busy on the map at the time. I take a lot of screenshots later in this video of the wait times and whatnot, and I just felt like doing it. You know, I wasn't even really close to grocery outlet. A Ray's food place. There's 3 items. There's 3 drinks, Mountain Dew and some Red Bulls. I don't know about you guys, man, but I have trouble with Red Bulls sometimes. I got like 3 different sizes. They have 8 different flavors or more, and sugar-free, man, I kind of struggle with Red Bull. Anyway, delivered by 9:40 on that one. I got there at 9:35. So pretty good start to the day. 319 base pay, $3 tip. It wasn't that far. Right away. So I show this on the map. Why do I show this? I don't know. But it was 3 to 11 minutes. There's McDonald's where I'm at and Country Coffee, and there's no orders coming, even though I just got a McDonald's order before this and a Ray's order. So I don't know why it said that. But anyway, it's 9:35 now. Didn't get an order till 9. I didn't even get an order at 9:57. So it was slow. It's kind of why I took that grocery order. Wasn't the best order for sure, but I just kind of had a feeling, it's Tuesday. Just take what you can get and run, So, and 5 to 15 minute wait time at 10 o'clock, so maybe lunch rush is kind of starting, maybe. So 9:57 at this point. 10:12. I'm on the phone, with a friend of mine. So 5:55, 0.9 miles. I know this is a $3.05 base pay, and probably a couple dollar tip. I can just tell now, $2.50 tip probably. Delivered by 10:21. This is another time when we're at McDonald's. There's a few of us, and it does say high paying offer. I was wondering if it did or not. I mean, I guess it is a high paying offer, but I got this. Everyone's sitting there. All of us are sitting there. I get this order, so I feel fortunate, man. Something is going on. So delivered by 10:21. Keep in mind it's Tuesday. You know what I mean? It's not like Saturday or Sunday, but I got there at 10:19. 305 base pay, $2.50 tip. You can kind of see it now in the numbers when you're looking at it. So it's 10:19 now. I mean, we're not having a great day, but it is Tuesday and we're making a little money. Not driving that much. I was doing really good on miles at this point in time. Dollars to mile. So 10:19. Sorry about that. And then it looks like this after I delivered that right away. And I could feel it. You can kind of feel it. 11 to 21 minutes. There's no orange around these. There's no orders coming from them, but really, technically there is because I got one at McDonald's, but it's just not busy, and you can feel it. So it's 10:19. 10 minutes later, yeah, I get the 705 plus again. Common number nowadays, 2.1 miles. If you notice, I go up here I go up north. It's actually up a little hill. It's not too bad. I've delivered a lot there today. I've been delivering a lot there lately. I don't know why they route me there, but I delivered that one by 10:44. Oh yeah. Oh man. So I'm waiting, and they come to me and they said, "Are you dashing?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "We don't have." The chick wanted blah blah had a bunch of items, but one was just a sausage McMuffin. And if you notice the time here, it's 10:29, so they were done making new sandwiches. But they did have a sausage and egg McMuffin left, which I would have jumped on. But here's our, we take. I asked her if you'll take a sausage and egg instead of the plain sausage. She's like, no egg. They just asked me that. I'm not sure why. They don't just take the egg off. I'll get back to you after I talk to them again. She's like, laugh out loud, thank you. They're out of sausage, but they have a sausage and egg McMuffin or Canadian bacon they can make or regular bacon. Sorry for the inconvenience. Let me know. Ugh, the egg is fine. I'll just take it off. And I saw that old school dasher in there. I'm like, why don't they just take the egg off and make it a sausage McMuffin? And he's like, yeah, they can't do that. I mean, the juices could drip. They might be allergic to egg. I totally get it. But she finally agreed. I mean, sausage and egg McMuffins aren't that bad, but I do like them both, but I think that would be a bonus. But anyway, so we dealt with that. We're supposed to be there at 10:44. 10:48. That's not bad dealing with all that. I'm glad she communicated. $4.50 tip and $3.05 base pay. So, when the orders are coming, they're pretty good. I'm not mad at that. There weren't enough today, especially later in the day, you'll see. But so it's 10:48. 10:51. I get this 9:10, 7 miles. Okay, I fucking took this. I wouldn't say I got duped. I didn't realize that they're both going to the same person. All orders are picked up at the same facility. I didn't look at the map well enough. I thought there was one real close to Taco Bell, and I was gonna unassign from this long one. But it turns out it was the same guy. 2 orders, and so I got them there. I mean, I kind of had to take it. I wouldn't say I had to, but I did. I just did. So that ruins the miles, or dollars per mile. But at this point, I wasn't really caring. I'm kind of digging, driving around the town and whatnot. And it doesn't take that long to get there, actually. It's a lot of highway. It's a grade out of town. But then when I got there, I'm like, I figured he made a mistake and reordered. He had one small bag and one big bag. And I'm like, did you forget to order something? He's like, no. And I'm like, okay. I don't know. Maybe there's some type of deal. Special he got in one order. It was free. I don't know, man. But he didn't forget. He just ordered 2 orders. So I kind of got burned on that one, but whatever. 9:10, I guess, for 7 miles. It was probably a couple miles. Not even that. I don't know. It didn't work out for me. I wasn't very happy, but I wasn't too bummed anyway. I'll just go back down there. Hopefully they'll bro me. Delivered by 11:13. Got there at 11:09. So just over 2 hours there. 2 hours, 15 minutes. $36. I'm kind of taking that for, a Tuesday. Look at the base pay. $5.10. Strange. And $2 tip, $2 tip. So that's what, I don't know. Probably should have not taken that, but it was kind of a slow day. So at this point, I really wasn't caring about miles or dollars to mile because I had some things to do. Also later in the day where I had to log off, and you'll see. So 11:09, I ended the dash there, I guess. Oh, no, it did it for me. I'm surprised it didn't extend that half an hour. I don't know why it didn't. They don't really do that anymore, so I'm scheduling myself in 2-hour blocks. So when they're done, they're done. So I have to relog it or, start a new dash for another couple hours. So I did do that. It's 11:09. Got to come down the grade. 11:17, 4:33, 1 mile, McDonald's. We'll take that one. Delivered by 11:29 on that one. Got there 11:29. Yeah, $2 base pay and $2.33 tip. Strange tip, but I don't know. It was worth it. It's a mile for $4.50. It didn't take that long to get there. So 11:29 at this point. Didn't get an order till 11:33. 5:55. 2.5 miles. Prineville Coffee. I was sitting at McDonald's when I got this, and it had. I don't know. I took it. And I knew it was a 305 base pay. You can just tell by the numbers nowadays. Delivered by 11:57. Got there at 11:53. 305 and $2.50 tip. Gosh, good enough, man. So, But still, we're only at 988 with 43 minutes into this next dash here. 11:53, 12:07. So it took almost 15 minutes. I didn't even get an order, and you could tell it was slow at this point. Eight to 18 minutes. You could just feel it again. It felt like a Tuesday today. It really did, and it was. So 12:07 at this point. Let's see what we got. 7 minutes later, I get this 4:55, 1.2 miles Taco Bell. I remember this is what I was doing. So I'd already I wouldn't say I'd given up, but I'm like, I wanted to make Swedish meatballs tonight. And I'm doing it right now, actually, as a matter of fact, slow cooking them. So I went to grocery outlet and I was shopping and I saw they had the meatballs I wanted, but they only had a couple bags too. And I got this order and Taco Bell's right across the street from grocery outlet. I'm like, okay, shit. Let's go do this and come back to grocery outlet. At least you got an order. You weren't getting orders on the west side of town. Taco Bell fed me this. Is good enough. 12:29 deliver by. Got there 12:26. 305 base pay again. Loving that. Customer tip 150. And it wasn't that far. It's not the best tip, but it's good enough. So I do head back to grocery outlet. I believe it's 12:26. Right after I delivered that, yeah, I could see 13 to 23 minutes. I'm like, yep, I'm going to go shop. I mean, there's not even orange around these. There's really not orders. I did get an order from Taco Bell over there. I don't know why that doesn't pop up, but so maybe I'm wrong on if it's orange, that's only when orders are coming up. But so 12:27, I go back to grocery outlet, and 12:39. So I had actually shopped for most of the stuff I needed. And I was checking out, and I got this order. So I'm like, cool, 655 for 1.8 miles, delivered by 12:52. Taco Bell didn't seem that busy today, and they seemed to be on point. So deliver that one by 12:52. Got there at 12:51. 305 base pay again, 350 tip. Good on them. Good enough for me, man. I'm really liking. There's a good trend in town going. Hopefully, you guys are getting more base pay in your areas too. To make some of the iffy orders more worth it. So, all right, 12:51. So I definitely go back. What do I do here? 12:51. 12:57. Oh, I was kind of near McDonald's at this point. The map. So I did go to McDonald's. And it was 11 to 21 miles. And let's see what happened. I forgot. There's a couple things. Oh. I had to take care of something, so it's 12:57 now. 12:58. Get this 305. I took this stupid order. So this might have been it says including tips. It might have been a no-tip order. 0.8 miles. Anyway, I think they were closed already. Delivered by 109. Yeah, no, it was a no-tipper. A no-tip order. Yeah, I got to start being a little more wary of that. So that I'm embarrassed by that, but anyway, almost 2 hours in. It's only 24 hours on this dash, or $24 on this dash. So not looking good. So, but I did have to take care of something before 5. But I noticed it was slowing down right now. I had to actually log off because I couldn't be bothered for at least half an hour or so. It turned out to be about that, I believe. So I did end my dash. And I just had to go take care of this. I know it's 105, and you guys are thinking, well, the lunch rush, but there really wasn't a lunch rush today. It was a Tuesday. It was just a Tuesday. So I got back on probably around 1:30, I'm assuming. Oh, right when I got off, or when I must have got back on really quick. Oh, yeah, and there was nothing there. No McDonald's, and I don't even know what that one to the right is, but so not much going on. So I think I did just log off there. No, I got this order. Oh, yeah, I logged on, and then I got this 952, 3.8 miles, grocery outlet, 9 items. To be quite honest, I kicked ass on this one. I better have got there at least 5 minutes early. Delivered by 1:34 on that one. Yeah, 1:25. I nailed that one. I mean, bam, bam, bam. I just nailed that one. 452 base pay on that, $5 tip. That's cool. That also brought me, I can't see the map. It ended up bringing me back to kind of where I needed to be, my side of town. So I think this is when I took the time off. 1:25. Yeah, I ended the dash there. So at 1:31, only 25 minutes, 9:50 though, and then I'm just gonna go run this errand, get it done, and log back on. Excuse me. Yeah, so 2 o'clock. I think I got back on around 1:51, about half hour later, maybe a little more. About 10 minutes, you know, after I logged on though, it looked like this: 16 to 26. I'm headed back. I'm headed back right now, actually, from my house. So, but I did see it was orange. So in areas, I'm like, okay, it's 16 to 26, but some people are getting orders, so I might as well run by some hotspots. 2 o'clock now. 2:14. I get a 6:05. 1.4 miles. Taco Bell. It looks like I was traveling. Oh no, I was in my spot. So this is when funny thing happened today. I was checking my tire pressures, and I could feel like it was pretty rigid. Like I knew I'm not gonna brag. I knew my tire pressures, my fronts especially, were at least 3 to 5 psi higher than I would like, and it turns out they were both over 35 psi, and I like to run them at like 32 or even lower, a little lower sometimes. So anyway, when I'm there though, I check my rear tire, my driver's side rear tire. I can't find the stem. So when I went to Walmart, they must have like rotated tires or something and put the hubcap on the wrong way, to where the stem was hidden. And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm gonna have to go to the top. I'm gonna have to go to Les Schwab. It's pretty close, and they'll do that for free. And they ended up doing that. So, but I'm like, shit, that's ridiculous. I mean, dude, Walmart, all you do tires and oil. Like, you can't get that done. Do I need to work there? I'm sure you make more than I do, or maybe you don't. I don't know. Anyway, I took this one 6:05. It was ready. I got there super quick. It was a different route I took. I don't know why they always route me around there, but I delivered by 2:25. Got there at 2:21. So 3:05 base pay again, $3 tip. That's cool. The guy ended up tipping me another dollar. I don't blame him because that was a fucking awesome delivery. I'll say so myself. That food got there as quick as possible in this town. I'll tell you that right now. So it's 2:22 now. Now I go back to. Did I go? Oh, okay. So I ended my dash again. So I go to Les Schwab, and I explained to them. I'm like, yeah, have you ever seen this? He's like, yeah, it happens sometimes. Not with us, but just mistakes happen. So while I'm at Les Schwab, I get back on after I do this, I believe. So it's 2:44. Okay, I didn't get an order till 3:04, but at the same time, I did get back on because I was just going to go talk to them about it. And sure enough, they're like, yeah, they were slow. So they just pulled my car in, and they're doing the work, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm still online. And it had been like 15 minutes or so, and I'm so lucky I didn't get an order. So far, I logged off really quick. I didn't get an order, so there's no dash summary for that, but that was dumb on my part. I'm doing some dumb things lately. I'll be quite honest, man. Just not smart, not wise, not coherent sometimes anyway. But so 2:44. Yeah, I was on for a while there, but then finally they finished up pretty quick, and they were cool about it. I think I got this one right away. Yeah, I'm pretty much at Les Schwab, and I get a 5:55 for 1.1 miles Renegades. At this point, too, my neighbor had called me, and it was slow, So he's like, he recently just got a DUI, and he's like, hey, can you pick me up some Fireball? And also, he rolls his own cigarettes, like tops, and he wanted some of the cigarette tubes. And I'm like, you know what? It's slow, dude. I'll tell you what, though. I will go. I'll run by your house. I'll get some cash, and but if I get an order, I'm gonna take it. So I did get this order. Took it. It's a pretty quick one though. It's actually going to the school. Amazing, these kids these days. They're so lucky. But pretty decent tip, really. But that's a 3:05 base pay and a 2:50 tip. So delivered by 3:14. Got that one there at 3:12, and there it is, 3:05, 2:50 tip. 5:55 and 7:05, they're becoming common numbers nowadays. So 3:12 anyway. So at this point, I do run some errands for him, but I stay online. 3:12, 3:6. This is why I didn't mind doing it. And as you can see, I'm already traveling over there. He literally lives right next door to me. So, but But Renegades, I knew that was active because I was just there. And that other one, I don't know what that is. Probably Ray's grocery store or something. And 4 to 14 minutes, I'm like, cool, I'll just stay on the app. And I told him if I get something, I'm going to take it. He's like, no hurry at all, man. I appreciate your time. So I get there. I get to his house. Let's see what we got. Hold on really quick. 316. Yeah, I didn't get anything for a while. So I had time. And so I wasn't by hotspots at this point. But I'm like, dude, if you just want me to go to the liquor store, I'll get you like real Fireball. Because they sell like fake wine-based Fireballs in stores. It's not really Fireball. He's like, well, shit, if you're going to go there. I guess I shouldn't give all his personal information, but fuck it, dude. He's like, I'll take some Kessler, and they also sell the cigarette tubes at the liquor store. So I'm like, oh yeah, totally. He's like, I'll take some tequila too. Ended up being like $50 worth of stuff, but I made it home, or to the neighborhood, grabbed some money from him, went and did all that, but fairly quickly. I guess, but nothing was going on. Even though I wasn't by a hotspot, I didn't get any offers, so fuck it. So got back, delivered to him, cruised back out. So, but still, this is like 40 minutes later. Right here, I was probably at McDonald's. Yeah, and I still didn't get an order. 4 to 14, nothing going on. It's 3 something on Tuesday, so I knew it. I was also doing a little extra shopping. Like I forgot an onion. I forgot like Worcestershire. I had to get some items I couldn't get at grocery outlet. So again, I kind of ran some errands and wasn't by hotspots, but it turns out it doesn't look like it mattered any. So really just drove around a lot today on my own. All right, 3:55 now. Let's see what we got coming up here. 4:15. Oh, so at 3:55, okay. I had just got back from the store and I restarted my Dash. I must have been looking to see how non-busy it was, because obviously I picked the wrong button and picked guaranteed time. So finally, yeah, at 4 o'clock, I'm like, okay, no, I'm really doing. I'm at McDonald's, dude. I'm ready to go. Didn't get an order for 15 minutes, and it was this, and I'm like, fuck. It was sort of sushi, which is a cup like a block and a half away from McDonald's. But I was on earned by time. Only 2 miles though. Estimated 15 minutes. The only good thing about this is it is like 4 o'clock, and if there's ever a place if you're gonna have wait time, it's probably Sora Sushi, especially getting later in the day, in the evening. So, but anyway, I paused. Yeah, I paused this Dash. Or I mean, what did I press? Pause orders after delivery. Wanted to get out of that, but it actually ended up being. Let's see, we get there by 4:31. Actually, still got there. Yeah, 4:33. I can't believe I was even that on time, but. Anyway, so ended up being like $8.26. So the base pay was $4.26 on that. Excuse me, and the tip was $4. So I was contemplating staying, but no. So when I ended my Dash, it gives you the option right away. Dash is over. Dash summary, 51 minutes. It's kind of skewed in a way there, but switch out of earn by time. So I just did it that way. So they give you that option. That's kind of cool, which I did. I chose that. So it's 4:30 now. I'm kind of getting excited about it's getting close to the night or the evening. I know it's Tuesday, but I was kind of curious. I'd seen some Dashers kind of roaming around, newer ones, and I just wanted to see. I just want to kind of compete in a way that's strange. But so 4:33, we delivered that, and I switch over. 4:47, I get the 796 3.1 mile shopping order, grocery outlet, 3 items. It was very easy. I could hold it in one, and I didn't even need a cart. So we did okay on that one too. Deliver that one by 5:10. I got there at 5:05. A $5 tip on that one. I mean, $2.96 base pay. I don't know how they calculate that with the grocery outlet or grocery orders, but who cares? I'll take that. At this point, I'm getting close to 100 on the day. I'm like, dude, if you could like squeak out 100 and get all this shit done, good on you, man. It's Tuesday. So it's 5:05 now. 2 minutes later, it's 7:30, 2.6 McDonald's, and I'm just getting there too. So it's not very crowded either. But deliver that one by 5:24. Got there at 5:22 on that one, 3:05 and 4:25 tip. That's not bad at all. Then at 7 minutes later, I get another 7:05 plus. 2.1 miles, McDonald's. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's 5:30. I did want to be home by 6. I'm actually testing the dark as well, but because I'm slow cooking these Swedish meatballs. They smell pretty good right now, I'll be honest with you. Anyway, so we'll take that. Delivered by 5:44. Got there at 5:40. I think that was it for the day. 305 base pay, 450 tip. 755 total, so 705 plus became 755. And let's see, 540. Oh, and I was getting ready to shut her down. And I took this, actually. 546. I bookend the day with horrible offers. Anyway, 546. Get this, 350.7 miles. Power Market. So I've never had an order from them. There is a barbecue place in there called like Big Bad Boy Barbecue or something. And you got to ring out. And went in and there's a big line. And I looked at it. I thought it was only a 7-pound bag of ice. And I'm like, that's kind of ghetto. But then I looked close. It was 2 items. And it was a 24-pack of Crystal Geyser. And I'm like, nope. And I remember the attendant there was helping me that pumps gas. He's like, yeah, we only have 10-pound bags. And I don't know if we have Crystal Geyser. He's like, I DoorDash too. Like everyone fucking does in this town now. He's like, sometimes you just got to get out of it. I'm like, I was already getting out of it. And I got out of it. And I ended the day at that point in time, I believe. 5:49, 2 minutes later. Just called it. Ended up making 113 on the day somehow, some way. Got a lot done. And really kind of just enjoyed myself. I know this looks like shit. Let's go over the numbers. I'm not going to go over every individual dash here. Sorry. I'm just going to go, since this is my first day of the week, I'm just going to go over the weekly numbers here. Drove 76 miles today. Now, a lot of it's asterisk time. That's not all DoorDashing miles. And that's pretty free. I mean, I took one bad order, that 7-mile order, but there was I was just driving around and I needed to take care of some things, and fuck it, dude. I don't really care anymore too much about the miles, but turned out not too bad. So on the day, hourly, even with kind of fucking around a lot, 113.66, 55 DoorDash pay, 58 tips. I don't mind that so much anymore if they're going to pay me more base pay. It does hurt taxes. It's going to hurt taxes a little bit. We'll get to that at the end of the year, But so 8 hours and 19 minutes, which, let's be honest, it really wasn't. I mean, I guess I was online for 18 hours or 8 hours and 19 minutes, but it just wasn't. I wasn't sitting at McDonald's for 8 hours and 19 minutes, I'll tell you that. Active time, 3.5 hours. Look at all those little dashes. Midday, it was kind of shitty, but I was running errands. What the fuck? Don't really want to go home and just sit around. I love driving now. I mean, I always have, but so that breaks down to, surprisingly, $13.69 an hour. I mean, I know that looks bad at face value, but I didn't really care. It's really technically more than that if you want to dig deep. If I wanted to hunker down and not move and not do anything and sit at fucking restaurants where I know I ain't getting orders, it probably could have been better, but not really about that of late. So 6 o'clock now. Oh no, I mean, we're done. But yeah, look at the mile, 113 divided by the 76 miles is still almost $1.50 per mile. So I was quite surprised by that. And I needed to drive those miles anyway. At one point I was gonna shut her down and reset the miles, but who gives a shit, dude? I drove 76 miles today, and I got what I needed to get done, and I drove for DoorDash. So, however you want to look at it, every mile I drove, I got $1.50 today, and somehow, some way. So, and then here's my ratings. I really think they've been helping me. I just really think they've been helping me, and DoorDash is maybe being kind to me. So, I'll take it. So all in all, it's really not a bad Tuesday. And the weather is nice here. I'm sorry a lot of you guys don't have nice weather. I mean, it was cloudy, but it's pretty warm. So, feel fortunate. So that's how we start the week, with about 18 dashes right there. Equals out to be 113. It's Tuesday. I didn't go out yesterday, Monday, but that was a long one. A lot went on today, though. try to get through that as fast as I could, but that's it, guys. So I will be dashing quite a bit this week. More content coming tomorrow. Peace out.